Hello, this is Victor Johnson with Goodwill Columbus. I'm a career facilitator for them. And today we're going to be talking about more things that you can do to advance your career. And speaking of advancing your career, just remember that if you are ready to advance your career, you can do it through skills and training offered at Goodwill, a leading workforce development provider. You can earn the skills that employers near you are looking for. Learn, earn, and then earn more. Find out more about our training programs and support at the ticker that's going down below. You can contact us at our email address or our phone number. You can also go to hashtag Advance with Goodwill, and that'll keep running at the bottom of the screen. So what are we talking about today? Invest in your career. How do you do that? And what is investing in your career? Well, let's talk about first, what does it mean to invest? Okay, I always like to go to the dictionary to find out or to describe the terms that I'm using. So invest, to put money to use by purchase or expenditure in something offering potential profitable returns as interest, income, or appreciation in value. Maybe you've heard the term, return on your investment, or return on your principal investment. Where it comes to money, that's what it sounds like. When it comes to you, this is what it sounds like. To use, give, or devote time or talent, etc., as for a purpose or to achieve something. So you're achieving, by investing in your career, you're achieving a way to move up in your career, a way to make your career solid, a way to take your career to the next level. And where can you invest that capital, that career capital that you have? Well, 4 places you can do it are in education. You can invest in your skills and abilities related to your career. You can invest through networking, and you can invest through work relationships. So let's look at this. Education. What do you want to learn more about? Do you want to learn more about your company? How about your hobbies? How about your interests? How about your community? The answer is all of the above. You want to keep learning. Never stop learning, just like the picture says. And one of the best ways to continue to learn and to remember that, there's always something that you can learn from someone. One of the best ways to do that, one of the things that you can invest in that will help you with your learning, and it's, not very hard to do, but here it is, my library card. This is probably the most important investment I made, not only for my career, but for myself as a person. So, the Columbus Metropolitan Library it's an excellent library, one of the best in the nation. And there is so much available to you, and it's free. And there's so much work that you can do on your skills, your abilities, your interest, to learn more about your community. So take advantage of that opportunity. What's next? Skills and abilities related to your career. So how do you invest in that? What do you do to build your skills? Well, your tasks, your regular job tasks. You become the expert at your job. You keep learning and doing and growing, and then so that you are the expert in what you are doing. And then related tasks in your area. Find out how your job relates to the jobs of other people in your area, and find out how all of this relates to the company, and then start to learn the tasks of other people. And it's a simple thing. If you're not the supervisor, then you ask your supervisor. may I, I'd like to learn more about what's going on in this area. Is it okay if I, spend a little time after I've done my work? Is it okay if I start learning about things in this area? And then you continue to practice. If you work on a computer, then you want to practice typing. If you work in a warehouse, you want to work on your speed and also how fast you can scan things. And you want to work on your accuracy. If you're an electrician, you want to go from being, a journeyman to an apprentice to a journeyman to a master. You want to keep learning. And then networking. So how does networking build your investment? You build your sphere of influence. And your sphere of influence is not only about who you influence, it's also about who is an influence on you. And the more people that you know who do things well, the more you can learn. Something my mom used to tell me was, you can learn from anybody who does something well. And so that's what you do. You keep meeting people, learning about what they do, learning about their interests. And remember, networking is a mutually beneficial relationship. It's not just that you're getting something from that person, it's that you also can contribute to that relationship. And you do that through continued contact. You stay in touch with the people that you're networking with. It may just be an email every 2 weeks or every month, but you keep in touch with that person because you learn from them, they learn from you, and there's no telling where that knowledge can take you. So, the last one was, about you and building your relationships with the people you work with. And for that, I came to the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And what he wrote was, in the 4 agreements, he wrote that these are 4 things that you can do. If you do these things, you can improve your life substantially. In the workplace, if you do these things, you will really increase your capital, your personal capital with the people you work with. So the first one is be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity, say only what you mean, and avoid using the words to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. And please remember to be good to yourself. Probably one of the hardest things to do is to take a compliment from someone, because we are, so many people are in the habit of putting themselves down or making themselves a little less than, they are, because, they might think that, well, people think I'm bragging or people think that I've got a big head. It's not like that. If you have skills and abilities and you're good at it, then you're just good at it. There's nothing, bad about that. The difference between bragging and stating the truth is, if I say I can jump over a house and I can't do it, I'm just bragging. But if I say I can jump over a house and I can do it, then I'm just stating the facts. So don't be mean to yourself when it comes to the words you use. Second, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. Remember, someone cannot make you mad. You decide from that situation what your response is going to be. And other people decide what their response is going to be. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Now, what does it mean, immune to the opinions and actions of others? Look at it this way. When you don't want to be puffed up by false compliments, and you don't want to be taken down by false degradation. So just remember, you know yourself. And you know when someone is giving you a compliment and they mean it, and when someone gives you a compliment and it's false. So remember, what others say and do is a projection of their reality. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and trauma. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. You hear that? With this one agreement, don't make assumptions. Find out, ask questions, and express what you need, what your needs are. Communicate as clearly as possible to avoid misunderstandings and drama. It's really in your hands. So don't make assumptions about what's going on or what someone's thinking. You don't know what someone's thinking. If you want to know what someone's thinking, you have to ask them questions. If you want to know about their background, you have to ask questions. If you want to know about how they got to their position in the company, you have to ask questions. And then always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, though, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. So just remember that. If you're always doing your best, no matter how you feel, there might be days where your best is not as good as it was, the day before because you're not feeling that great. But if you're still doing your best and trying to do your best, then it's going to be great. And you're going to feel much better about yourself. So remember, those are the ways that you can invest in your career, in yourself. And remember, once again, if you are ready to advance in your career, you can do it through skills and training offered by Goodwill. We are a leading workforce development provider, and you can learn the in-demand skills to get the job you want. And you can find out more about our training programs in the email address and the phone number below. And also you can go to hashtag Advance with Goodwill. So thank you very much for watching this morning. And remember to make those investments in yourself and in your career. Talk to you soon. Bye.